I want to be active out there in life, right? And I think when I'm just the branch, well, things are just going to happen. I'm a branch, rather than make things happen because you got to go and record these songs.
Yeah.
That's the way Sony gets them out there.
Right.
That's the way, whether it's making a living or getting thoughts and ideas and love into the hearts of other people, right? You got to go do something. And when I hear I'm just a branch, well,
Yeah.
okay, Jesus,
Love
do
it.
your job there. So
Right. Right.
maybe that's where I get funked up in the follow area, right?
Yes, because I'm not lying in a bed inert,
Right.
waiting for him to do something.
Right. And I like to sweat. I like to go do,
Yeah.
you know?
I think it's a posture change in what we do. I think the results I do the best that I know how to do. I work my butt off doing stuff. But that's just that's what I get to do. But the results ultimately are not up to me. I mean, they are in some ways, but the actual results, I no longer say, okay, like with this record, I did this record, I worked so hard on this record, but my posture in it, hopefully, and I'm just in preschool, so you got to give me a little grace on it, but my posture in it is getting closer to, in every recording session, in everything that I'm doing, as I'm driving in my car and pissed off at the person next to me. Jesus, what if you're actually just here with me? What if you're actually on the move? What if you're actually doing something here? And I just want to be aware of what you might be doing today. And in that, I'm watching him open doors like crazy with conversations about people, for people, and even in my own learning. Mm-hmm. That's just been the difference. It's just been such a posture change in the midst of me doing. And it's even becoming a little wild in that I was just in a meeting the other day with a bunch of bigwig people, and I'm saying, okay, Jesus, if you want to open doors for this stuff, for my music to get out there, and this is the kind of thing where I need to go in there and schmooze. Like, I got to go in there and, like, turn it on. Because these people, like, hold some serious weight. But beforehand, I was talking to the guys, and I just said, okay, so let's just agree in the name of Jesus that if he wants cool things to come out of this for his kingdom, then he'll make it happen. I'm not going to actually make it happen. And then halfway through the conversation, we're talking about sports and TV, and I'm like, okay, I'm great to talk about those things. I've just got something bigger to talk about.
Right.
And this is about my kingdom, damn it, And so halfway through, I'm like, okay, screw this. I'm taking it. So I thought, okay, I'm turning this thing on. So I'm going to start talking about what I want to talk about with this. So they, and all of a sudden, by the way, I left the kingdom at that point. I went into my kingdom at this point.
Yeah. Sure.
And so I saw a hole in the conversation, and I'm like, well, and somebody else jumped in the conversation. I'm like, and said something else, and everybody was watching them. I'm like, what? Another hole in the conversation. I said, oh, well, and I got interrupted again, and another place. It was perfect segue into what I was saying. I'm like, oh, when got cut off. And I'm like, this does not happen to me. I am great with people, and this does not happen to me. And then it started hitting me after like the fifth or sixth time. Like, dude, you're trying to do stuff that's actually not your job right now. So I sat back and I said, okay, Jesus, I'm sorry. I just tried to like railroad you. So if you want something cool for your kingdom to happen, then you do it. You open the door. So all of a sudden a hole in the conversation happened. And what was 4 seconds felt like a minute to me. Because in this minute I had all these, or 4 seconds, I had all these thoughts. Okay, Jesus, here it is. Here's a perfect opportunity. But I'm not going to jump in. Okay, Jesus, are you there? Dude, this is about your kingdom, right? And then I stopped and said, okay, it's about your kingdom. Whatever you want to do. This is for your kingdom's sake, not mine. Right then, the guy next to me said, hey, Tim, what's your story? Just that kind of stuff happens every day, all day long. And I'm getting a little bit more radical with it. Just kind of going, what if Jesus is real? Like, what if he actually cares more about the things, his kingdom, than I do? And if I'm about his kingdom, for me to live as Christ, to die as gain, if that's actually true, I don't know. Like, what if he's God and you're not?
Well, it's your revolution.
It's his
It's
revolution.
your-
Yeah.
Level, that's what
Yeah.
I meant.
Yeah.
I'm scatting and segueing right straight into.
No, I love it. But it is.
Into the
It's
first
like,
track, yeah.
It's his movement. Dang it. And I just forget it every day. That's why I'm in preschool still. So I'm literally trying to figure out how to invite people to preschool with me.
Yeah, and I'll just take the first words basically, just to paraphrase. I mean, you're trying to learn how to breathe, right? And trying to learn how to sing the lyrics, if you will.
Yeah.
And really mean them and be a part of it.
Yeah.
And get your eyes opened.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a great song.
Thank you.
I love the kids at the bebeginning, by the way.
Thank you. One of them is my daughter. She's so cute, dude. So great.
Good. Hope she was paid well for this.
Yeah.
Child labor
union. Yeah,
laws.
union rate.
Too many kids in the studio.
Yeah.
You've got issues.
Yeah.
Not good enough yet.
Yeah, we're about hour 8 into that, and I was like, honey, stop your crap. Stop crying. Stop crying. You know.
When do we eat? When it's done.
Right. So I'm just a really good dad. I feel like a really
Yeah.
great dad.
I say you got 4 kids now. You might as well have more if you're that good.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you have kids?
I do. I have 2 kids. Yeah. Love them. Love them. They're much older than yours, and I'm like, sometimes I miss being able to put a baby onto my shoulder and going, wow, this, honestly, I think that's when I learned about unconditional love, is when I put a kid in my arms and went, I will love this thing no matter what.
Huh.
And obviously, he needs me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So whatever, and he just gave me love and still gives me love. You know, it's just, it's awesome. And it's not like we get along all the time, but man, kids taught me more about love than any church service ever did.
Yeah.
To tell you the truth.
Yeah. Yeah. Because it's not a church service.
Yeah, and it's real. Yeah. You know, I mean, they're not faking it, even when they're pissed.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
They feel like, and I feel glad that they can feel pissed in front of me, right, and kind of say what they think, you know, which is the same way that I think I am with God, right? It's like, dude, you're screwing with me down here, aren't you?
Yeah.
rather than being humble and going, oh God, what are you trying to teach me right now? You know, because that's not what kids do. What are you trying to teach me, Dad?
Right.
You know, never.
Well, mine do, but it's weird that yours don't. But that's fine.
Yeah, well, again, that's part of being the good dad.
Yeah,
you know?
right.